This tiny lens cost me £4 to make. Use the lens from a disposable camera and get super nostalgic film style shots. So this is how to make a homemade disposable camera lens that works with any mirrorless camera. I'm going to show you how to make the lens and also how to get some super cinematic, nostalgic, film style retro shots. So the idea for this lens came from seeing an account on Instagram called Pocket Dispo. They sell lenses like this, using the lens from a disposable camera with a rear end cap for a camera to get this disposable, retro, vintage kind of looking shot. So I thought, it is literally two things, how about I make it myself? And I did it and it works really well, so I'm going to be telling you how to do it yourself, step by step. It's only 4 steps to make it, so let's start at the beginning. So the things you need for this are only 3 things. One is the disposable camera. I got mine from buying a used one on eBay. You could do that, or you could get one that's not used, take the photos, and after you get the film developed, ask for it back. You're also going to need a rear end cap that works with your camera. So mine is a Sony camera, so I got a Sony body cap from Amazon. It cost me another £2. Then you're also going to need some tape. I use duct tape. You could use electrical or gaff tape or any really sticky tape that's going to attach the 2 parts together. Step 1, you get your disposable camera, and this is a bit difficult. You're going to need to take the lens out of the camera. So this took me a while. I used a knife. I had to kind of open the camera, get the part, cut the plastic apart so I could get the lens free from the rest of the body. One little thing is be careful, there is electrical things inside of the disposable camera. There's a battery, and I accidentally electrocuted myself, so be careful of that. And also be careful not to scratch the lens, and hopefully try to get it out in one piece. Once you've got the lens out, it now needs to go into the body cap of the camera. So this is step 2. You get the disposable camera lens, work out how big it is, and you're going to want to drill or cut a hole in the body cap. I drilled it, it worked the best. You just need to find a drill bit that is the exact same width of the lens. If you don't have that, you could try using a knife to cut a hole. That might be a bit challenging. Try to trace out the right size, because the closer the size of the hole to the lens, the better, because it will click right in perfectly. And that is step 3. You want to put it in and you want to tape it in place. Taping up any gaps around the lens so there is no light coming through the gap, only coming through the lens, which is going to make the camera work a lot better. And there you go, that is literally it. It is a super simple little thing. It works really well, it is tiny, it's compact, and it's really cool. The fact that this little tiny thing can get such cool footage, and that's what I'm going to tell you about now, how to get the best footage from this lens. The settings are simple because you don't need to change the aperture, there is no aperture to change. The only 2 things are the shutter speed and ISO. What I do is I put the ISO on auto to make sure the exposure is correct. And for the shutter speed, it's best to always have that as double the frame rate. For example, if you're filming at 50 frames a second, have the shutter speed at 1/100th of a second. This results in the best amount of motion blur and just looks the most cinematic and best. And then in color grading, I like to put some LUTs on it to make it look more retro, make it warmer. I use Danny Givert's LUTs, but you can use anything you want, or you could just try color grading it yourself, make it a bit warmer. And then also I like putting some film mats on and some light leaks. And putting that all together, it makes it really nice, really retro, and it's a really fun thing to use, especially people that don't know much about cameras. You can just pass it around, no focusing or zooming or anything, just point and shoot and get some nice cinematic retro footage. So there we go, I hope you found this video useful and interesting. If you end up making this lens yourself, let me know in the comments how it goes, and if you've got any more questions about how to make it, feel free to ask and I'll try to answer all of them. And there we go, like and subscribe. I've got lots of videos coming soon. In fact, I'm going to Paris soon to watch the Olympics, so I'll definitely be taking this lens with me to get some cool vintage footage, and I'll maybe posting it here on YouTube, but I'll definitely be posting it on my Instagram, which is samhols_ if you want to follow me. So there we go, like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.